Uh, uh-huh. Great. Nothing like a migraine to kick off the morning. Hmm? Hmm? What the? Since when did I start sleeping over at Kai's? Hmm? What the? The fuck? What the? What the fuck? Huh. Ah! Damn it! Guess you weren't exaggerating over having a bum leg, were you, Kai? Ah.
Master Mordecai? Is everything all right?
Huh? Shit. Yeah. I'm alright. I just got ahead of myself a little bit, is all.
Do you need any assistance?
No, no, I'm alright. I got it.
All right, if you insist. Your breakfast should be ready here shortly.
Uh, Thank you. Um, what's his name? Santi. Thank you, Santi. I'll be down in a minute.
Very well.
Alright. That was way too close. No way this is happening. How the hell is this even possible? I never thought I'd be grateful for using a walking stick in my entire life. Yep, that's Kai's baby-faced mug, alright. Alright, Wallace. You can still make this work. You just gotta pretend to be Mordecai until you're able to find him and get this situation sorted out.
Good morning, sir. Did you sleep well?
Yeah. Pretty well, I'd say.
That's good. Your breakfast is waiting for you in the dining room.
Actually, I'm not really feeling all that hungry right now. I'll go out and pick up something for myself later.
Uh, uh, uh. No can do, I'm afraid.
Excuse me?
Orders are orders, sir. You're not to leave the manor until you've had a decent breakfast. Not after you passed out at work that one time.
Yeah. Right. So, what's on the agenda for the day?
Just your usual work from the looks of it. No important meetings or visitors that are of note.
Good. Oh yeah, Kai's on that pescatarian diet, isn't he?
Can I get you anything else, sir?
Coffee, please. And some aspirin. I've got a headache.
Are you sure everything's all right, sir?
Fine, I'm fine. It's just a lot of work that I need to get done today is all.
Very well, then.
Oh, If my brother just so happens to call here, let him know that I'm looking for him.
Oh? Is there any trouble?
Only always. Just send him my way if you happen to hear from him, alright?
Can do.
Thanks.
Morning, boss.
Fuck. That's right. Morning.
You want to drive or ride this morning?
Ride, I guess. Got too much going on my mind to be driving anyways.
Well, that's never a good sign. Any particular reason as to why?
Take a wild guess.
It's your brother again, ain't it?
Yep. Bingo.
Well, here. I know a cigar always helps you take the edge off.
Well, don't mind if I do.
Good morning, Mr. Darling, sir.
Morning. Has Walls come in yet today?
Yep, you just got here a couple of minutes ago.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It was kind of funny, actually. He seems to be in an unusually good mood this morning.
Oh, really? Well, do us a favor and clear both our schedules for the rest of the day. There's some business that the two of us need to tend to.
All right, will do. Wallace should already be up in his office by now.
Thank you, hon. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call you that. Just a slip of the tongue, you know?
It's fine, sir. I don't know why you're getting so worked up all of a sudden. You've always just casually called me hun.
Right. I'm sorry. Today's just kinda been off to a weird start. Alright.
About damn time you showed up.
What the fuck? What the hell is going on here? Why are you me? And why am I you?
Walls, do I honestly look like I've got the answer to any of those questions?
Well, you couldn't have at least called? Or sent a text?
Yeah, I knew you'd be pretty quick to crawl out the manor and come looking for me. I see you already mastered the art of carrying a walking stick with you.
Yeah, about that. What the hell is that all about? What the hell did you do to your leg?
I told you I broke it. Forgot what type of fracture the doctors called it. The point being, it messed up my leg real bad. Some days I can walk around on it just fine. Other days it hurts. That's just how it is.
Man, that's just fucking weird. Listening to that southern drawl of yours come out of my mouth?
Yeah, well, listening to you yap with mine ain't exactly a treat, neither. I don't think I've sounded like that since I was in my early 20s. Anyone at the manor figure out if it's really you in there yet?
No. I managed to get by your butler and your henchmen without them suspecting much of anything.
Well, that's a start, at least. Passing myself off as you ain't no easy feat.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. You know what they say about Southern hospitality? You can take a man out of Louisiana, but you can't take Louisiana out of the man.
I don't think that's how that saying is supposed to go.
It's true, though.
Well, what do you propose we do about this? No offense, but the full suit and tie and fedora ain't exactly my style.
Yeah, well, neither are your plain shirts and suspenders are mine.
What the? You wear suspenders.
Yeah, wide backs. And I don't casually flaunt them the same way that you do.
Look, all this petty arguing isn't going to get us anywhere. Now let's put our heads together and think. Can you think of anyone that might know how to undo this whole situation?
Walton and Rags, maybe.
You're just looking for an excuse to go up to the Rainbow Factory, aren't you?
Oh, the only reason I need is already there. But if anyone's going to have any answers, it's got to be them, right?
Yeah, I guess.
All right. Now here's the real question. Which one of us is going to call Walton?
Hey, Morty.
Hey, Ragsy. How's it going?
Can't complain, really. Walden's just got me sorting through emails this morning before we get started on lab work for the day. How are things going with you?
Well, could be better, I guess.
Is everything all right?
Well, not particularly. It's a little difficult to explain.
Well, now you've got me worried. Has my Papa or Mappa been able to help at all?
I don't think this is the sort of problem a ragdoll's gonna be able to help me with.
Oh? Then...
I feel like it'd be easier if I just came up and showed you. Do you and Walton got any time?
Well, I'm sure we can make the time, if it's something urgent.
Could you please? This is urgent.
All right. Let me check in with Walden real quick, and I'll call you to see what he says.
Thank you, hon. Thank you, Rags.
Come in.
Hey,
Hey, how are those emails coming along?
I've almost got them all sorted out. But,
Is something wrong?
well, I just got a pretty strange call from Mordecai a few minutes ago. Guess he's got something going on, and was wondering if we had the time to be able to help.
Huh. It's funny you say that. My dad just called saying more or less the same.
Really?
Yeah. He sounded like he was having a hard time speaking, so I thought he might have had a stroke or something. I told him if he thought it was something medical related to try seeing a doctor before he tries calling over to me. Did Mordecai say anything to you about what might be going on?
Not really. But he did say it was urgent. And he didn't really sound like he was himself.
All right. You call Mordecai, I'll call my father. We'll let them come in and figure out what might be going on.
I hope it isn't anything too serious.
They could be just being dramatic. But my grandfather did suffer from Alzheimer's. I doubt it's anything that serious. But just to be on the safe side.
Yeah. I really hope it isn't that.
Ah, there they are. Nothing out of the ordinary so far, at least as far as I can tell.
Okay, yeah. There is definitely something going on with them.
What? Did you notice something?
Their boundary lines are all screwed up.
What?
Morty?
Yeah, I don't know how else to tell you this, but I'm not actually Morty.
What?
Hiya, Regsy.
Morty?
Yup. It's me.
Then who?
Wallace.
You two... You... Oh my god.
Yeah. I don't know how it happened, but somehow Wallace and I woke up in each other's bodies.
Oh my god. This is giving me the craziest bout of deja vu.
Same here.
So you guys do know something about this.
Yeah. Rags and I kind of had our own little body swap situation here at the factory a few months back.
What? When was this?
A few weeks after Walden took me in, actually.
And why am I just now hearing about this?
We didn't think you needed to know.
Whatever. What matters is that you guys have seen this before. That means you guys will know how to fix this, right?
Yeah, we might. Let's take this conversation somewhere private, and we'll see if we can't get you two sorted out. Literally. All right. Right off the bat, I gotta ask. Have either of you been experimenting with any voodoo dolls recently?
Walden, do I honestly look like I know anything about voodoo dolls?
Well,
You know what? Forget I asked. Kai?
Oh, no. I know better. Spend enough time in Louisiana and you'll meet a few voodoo dolls that'll humble your ass right quick.
Not those kinds of voodoo dolls. Although you're not wrong. We're talking more along the lines of the little puppets that can actually be used.
Again, no.
What do voodoo dolls have to do with this anyways?
well, that's pretty much what happened with me and Rags when we had our own little body swap incident. Someone wound up making voodoo dolls of us and performed a ritual that basically caused our consciousnesses to switch bodies, with mine inside of Rags and Rags inside of mine.
That must have been a time.
Yeah, especially considering I was still a little bit of a maniac at the time.
A little bit?
Okay, a lot of it. What's important, though, is that we managed to track down the person that created the voodoo dolls and figured out a way to undo the spell that was cast. Just in the nick of time, too. That spell's got some pretty nasty side effects.
What sort of side effects?
Well, namely the fact that we slowly started to turn into each other. I started to exhibit a lot of Walden's behaviors and thinking patterns, and Walden started to take on some of mine. Have either of you experienced anything like that yet?
Not really, I don't think. Walls?
I have, actually. Namely, just casually calling people hun out of the blue.
Oh, yeah? Who?
Well, first, it was Lisa over in reception when I got into work this morning. Then it was Rags while we were talking on the phone. I tried to tell Mordecai I should have been the one to call Walden.
Uh-huh. And I told you that having me call Rags while sounding like you would have looked suspicious. And I do call both Rags and Lisa hun on occasion. That ain't exactly new.
I can see your guys' points. Though, to be fair, both Walden and I agree that both of your calls that you made to us sounded pretty weird regardless.
Yeah. Guy sounded like he was stroking out over the phone trying to suppress his southern accent.
Oh, everybody's a critic.
Yeah, and Wallace sounded like he was really struggling to balance that southern accent while trying to figure out what to say.
Sue me. I tried. So what are we supposed to do about this? I don't know of anyone that would try to mess around with some voodoo dolls.
Nor do I.
Well, there is one person that I do suspect. Ah, there he is.
The raggedy-looking purple one over there?
Yep, that's our guy. Hey, Jeremy.
Oh, hey, boss. What, Oh, boy. What I do now?
I don't know. You tell us.
All right, I'll admit it. I was the one that ate the last piece of carrot cake in the break room this morning.
Jeremy,
I'm sorry. It's just that I woke up late and I didn't have a lot of time to fix myself something to eat.
Jeremy, that's not why we came over here.
Oh, it isn't? Then...
Well, according to Walden, you've taken to partaking in the art of voodoo recently.
Yeah, but that was months ago. Come on, you guys still aren't mad at me about that, are you?
Hold on.
Walls, hold me back.
Absolutely not.
Huh? What the... Ugh!
All right, listen here, punk. You're gonna tell us what the hell you did with those voodoo dolls and why in the hell you thought it was a good idea to cross me and my brother like this.
I don't know. The dolls were in Rag's possession last I knew. And you and Mordecai? Wait. Isn't Mordecai the one that usually has the thick southern accent?
Uh-huh. Usually. Still is, too.
Huh? Wait a minute. Wallace?
Yep.
Then...
Morty, let him go. He's not our guy.
Are you sure?
Yeah, he's clueless. Believe me, I've roughed up enough people to know when there ain't any information to be had.
Yeah. And it looks like the only thing Jeremy knows about any voodoo dolls are the ones he made of me and Walden.
Huh. That's surprising.
hang on. Now Wallace and Mordecai have swapped bodies?
Welcome to the conversation. Where the hell have you been?
Well, to be fair, the four of you just kind of pulled up on me out of nowhere. Look, I'll admit I do have a tendency to mess with Walden on the occasion, and I know that might make it seem like I have a death wish. But, come on. Do you really think I'd be stupid enough to mess with the likes of Pretty Boy Darling?
Yes?
Of course.
And Jeremy was our only suspect, too. Unless you can think of anyone else with a grudge against the Darlings that might know anything about voodoo dolls.
No, not really.
Well, at least now we know. I apologize for upping you up like that.
No hard feelings, I guess.
Alright, well... why don't we head on over to the break room and regroup over a couple of cups of coffee?
All right, fine.
Alright. Now that we've effectively eliminated our main suspect here, let's see if we can think of anyone else that might try to do something like this.
Yeah. You mentioned something about meeting a few voodoo dolls while you were in Louisiana, right, Kai? Don't tell me you actually managed to piss one of them off.
Walls, I ain't been to Louisiana in over 25 years. Even if I had done something to piss one of them off, it would have taken it out on me a long time ago.
Well, what about that jewelry shop of yours then? Receive any gemstones recently that might have come from sketchy sources?
Oh, come on now. These would never. We've always taken care to ensure all our materials are ethically sourced, and nothing been brought in that I wouldn't personally approve of.
What about pawns? Antiques? Anything you might have purchased lately that might have a sordid history to it?
No, I got nothing. What about you, Walls? You seem pretty dead set on trying to pin this whole thing on me. What sort of shady characters and sketchy artifacts have you been affiliating yourself with?
None that would be able to pull off anything like this.
You sure about that?
Positive.
Will you two old men get a grip? Jesus Christ, all I said was let's see if we can think of anyone else that might try to do something like this. Aside from Jeremy and Mordecai.
It?
You think they would?
I wouldn't put it past them.
Oh, please. I don't put any stock into that old story.
I wouldn't knock it, Walls. Just in case.
Well, in any event, I do know that there's a way that we might be able to get you two back to normal.
Really? And how's that?
The same way Rags and I managed to get ourselves back to normal. By using a sleep potion.
Okay. What is that, like some sort of maximum strength melatonin?
Sure. Let's go with that.
You think it'll actually work?
It's the best chance that we have at the moment. If it doesn't work, then it's probably safe to assume that there aren't any voodoo dolls involved here, and the two of you will have gotten the best sleep you've probably had in your entire lives.
Well, I'll try about anything once. Walls, keep that smart-ass mouth of yours shut.
Anything except for love, right?
Lord, give me patience.
All right. 1 vial for the each of you. All you have to do is down the whole thing in one go, and the 2 of you will be out in a matter of seconds. If your situation is anything like what Rags and I dealt with, then everything should be back to normal by the time you wake up.
Yeah, don't look like any kind of melatonin I've seen before.
Well, that's one of my own little creations. It isn't like anything anyone else has ever seen before.
Fair enough. You ready for this, Wolves?
Oh, I'm beyond ready. Cheers. You know, it actually isn't that bad.
No, it ain't. What is that? Blueberries?
Yep. And 3, 2, 1. All right. That should give us around 8 to 12 hours for us to finish up whatever else we need to do.
Well, would you look at that? Looks like Walden's sleep potion actually worked. That was easy. Looks like you and I will finally be able to get on with our lives as soon as we wake up, eh, Walls? Walls? Hey, Wallace, are you in here? You're not in here. No matter. I'm sure everything's fine. This is fine. No, this is not fine. There's something terribly wrong here. Walls? Wallace, can you hear me? Wallace! Alrighty, it's alright. Wallace is grown. He can handle himself. Yes, there's nothing left to do but to wait till he catches up with you. Or you all wake up. Whichever comes first.
Well. Look who finally decided to show his face after all these years.
No. It can't be.
Have you finally come back here to face me like a real man? Oh, I see. Giving me the silent treatment now, are you?
I ain't got nothing to say to you.
Ain't a word, Mordecai. I thought you knew better. Get the yat out of your tone and talk to me properly.
I will talk to you however I'd like. Ha!
You want to try that again?
Go ahead. Hit me if it makes you feel bad about yourself. It's the only thing you're good at anyway.
Oh, please. Like you're any better.
Oh, I know I'm better. Like I said, hit me if it makes you feel better about yourself. Be a brute. But I refuse to stay silent and cower in fear under your shadow anymore, Pops.
Heh. Still as rebellious as ever, I see. Have it your way then.
What are you even doing here in the first place? I didn't realize hell was allowed for visitations.
Come on now, son. Don't be like that. You've gotta be at least a little happy to see me again.
Given our history? No.
So what are you doing here then?
Got some nonsense going on between me and Walls at the moment. Then try to figure out a way to work it out.
By trying to sleep on it? How lazy. Perhaps
Yeah, I'm gonna stop you right there. Wallace and I don't need you. We don't need your help. Don't start thinking of this as any kind of reunion. It's an interaction. Nothing more.
So you really meant it then? What you said to me the last time we ever saw each other. You really can't forgive an old man for making a few tiny mistakes.
Tiny? Tiny? You call throwing your son down a flight of stairs and giving him a concussion tiny? You call chasing after every pretty little lady in a skirt, knowing damn well that you had a wife and children waiting for you at home, is tiny? Bragging to anyone that would listen to you how great your kids are, but not once bothering to acknowledge it to our faces, you think all of that is tiny?
I didn't realize you were so desperate for attention.
We were kids, Pops. We should have been given the chance to be kids. To be given the room to play and to dream.
A waste of time. You don't reap success by dreaming. You do it by doing.
Oh, I know. You darlings are all winners and go-getters, right? Can't expect anything less. Well, let me tell you something, Pops. I dreamed of being a jewelry maker before I ever gained the freedom to go out and do it. Well, I did it. And dare I say, I turned out to be pretty damn good at it.
Good for you. But you still wound up coming back home and taking your place as head of a family and CEO of our company.
Well, let's not act like I didn't take at least a mild interest in our company's success. But I didn't uproot the life I had built for myself in Louisiana and return to the neighborhood for your sake. I did it 'cause y'all ain't give me any other option.
You could have always said no.
If you'll recall, I did. Several times to your ass, in fact.
Watch your language.
But Ma was scared. Both for you and for our family's future. And Walls wasn't ready to take up the reins just yet. That is the only reason I decided to return to the neighborhood. To be a man and be there for our family. And you want to know something? Your grandson Walden? You was a dreamer too. Dreamed of building this big old factory that was able to make rainbows, among other things.
That sounds absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. They all thought that, in fact. But you know what? He did it. Left a lot of us absolutely floored by his success. So maybe there's room for us Darling boys to dream after all.
Eamon. What about your brother?
He's still stuck in his ways. I think he'll come around, though. Eventually.
How's your mother?
Fine. Happy, I think.
And you?
I've got all that I need.
Well, that's vague.
Well, all that's information that you ain't on for me just yet.
I see. Wow, for someone that ain't got nothing to say to me, I feel this interaction was rather productive. It was nice getting a chance to catch up with you, son.
You're impossible. Get out.
Suit yourself.
I mean it, Pops. Go on, get.
I don't take orders from visitors.
Huh?
Hello, Mordecai. Long time no see.
You are real. And here I thought I'd just been delirious with pain for breaking my leg last time.
Delirious, yes. Makes it easier for Harold and myself to conduct business. So, what can I do for you?
Well, I guess so long as I'm here. Were you the one that caused me and my brother to mysteriously swap bodies?
And what would I have to gain by doing that?
I don't know. Amusement, perhaps? I know the story said you always like seeing and making people squirm.
These antics are more Harold's speed. But I assure you neither one of us had anything to do with this.
Are you serious?
Amusement for me would be manipulating you and your brother into killing each other. But the consequences of doing that are not worth the level of satisfaction that would be gained at this point.
Well, is there any way that you could possibly help us out of this mess?
I could. For a price.
Name it.
That would be for me to decide.
No way, then. Lord only knows what you would be willing to take from me and my family. And I've lost enough already.
How about a hint, then? Free of charge. No strings attached.
You mean that?
Of course.
Very well. What's the hint, then?
You and your brother can find the solution to this little situation of yours in the cross-stitch commune.